Okay. And of course I got the tea cooking. I was, oh wow. Yes, this is very good. Alrighty now, I got this cooking, so that's good. So when I get back home, I'll probably go apartment hunting. Put some little seasoning salt in it, but I ain't put no salt in it at all. So yeah, I put a little salt in it. I should use this, but I'm put a little seasoning salt in it, just a little bit, cause I got enough of it. Alrighty now. Okay, this is not going to take that long to cook. I thought it would take quite a bit of time, but it should be done in about 20 minutes. Ooh. It should be done in about 20 minutes. My rice is already cooked for it. So, I'll put that over here for when I'm ready to eat it. All right. Okay. Okay, so it's cooking now. Yeah, like I said, that was my first job. My first job. You know, job. I also worked with, you know, I worked with my mother cleaning apartments when I was like 15 or 16 or something like that. And I also worked in the crab factory, picking crabs. A crab picker, yes. And so after that, I had worked, my first real job was working in a restaurant, because I worked there for almost 2 years. 2 years. And it was okay. It was nice. I really liked it. I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to be a chef. And Julia Childs was my favorite cook. Chef, honey. She was the first one I ever seen up there. Now, it was other chefs on PBS that I saw after her. After I saw her, then I saw them. But she was the first one. I remember that time I tried to debone a whole chicken. I tried to debone a whole chicken watching her. And I got up there and I had to cook the fried chicken or baked chicken or whatever it was. And I sit up there and I whacked that chicken to death. And that chicken looked horrible. That chicken looked horrible. Oh my God, and that was the food for the night. That was the food for the night. And I had to fry or bake some chicken. So I deboned it, and I took the meat off the bone, And then I said, all the meat isn't off the bone, so I kept the bone. At first I was throwing it away. Then I started keeping the bone. But they was teaching me all kinds of different seafood dishes, shrimp Creole, seafood Creole. Oh, they had like a all-you-can-eat special on certain days where they had all this fish out there, fried fish special, bone-in fish, fried fish special. That was, I think, between the 80s and the 90s. Oh my God. It was my dream job. It did not pay enough money for me to do anything on. But it was my dream job. I was never leaving this job. And so I went to Denny's to try to get a job as a cook. I just knew they were going to train me to be a chef. They're going to train me on how long you should cook a steak to get medium, medium well, and medium rare. How long you should cook fries, how long you should cook a steak, how long you should cook all these dishes. And they were not like that restaurant. I did get the job, but I got a job as a waitress. And they were not like that restaurant at all. Not at all. They had like, it was different. Everything in that restaurant was made fresh. We made it fresh. We made shrimp chowder. I'm going to make that for you one day. But, you know, we made it with the canned cheese sauce. We made shrimp chowder. I learned how to make shrimp chowder there. I have never did shrimp chowder before. But I'm going to do it. But it only had potatoes and onions in it. But I probably add some celery and carrots. So we made shrimp chowder. And when I first saw it, I said, well, I mean, everything was made mostly fresh there. Not pancakes. And yeah, they cooked breakfast food. And we had to come there, and I was just a prep chef. So I didn't get behind that bar and cook no breakfast food. I helped make the mashed potatoes and the stuff and prep stuff for dinner. Or lunch and dinner. And it was like a seasonal job. You worked in the spring, summer, and fall. And when winter came, it was over. And I enjoyed working there, but I made not that much money there. But I made money because they got on me because I had as much hours as the assistant chef and as much hours as the chef. So they said, wait a minute, you got to watch Darlene and stop giving her all those hours because I will be there. You say, oh, Darlene, come in here, come in there, I'll be there. But I was supposed to be just a prep chef and there every now and then. So they, you know, they said, no, don't give her all those hours. But I enjoyed it there. I really did. I enjoyed working with everybody. Ooh, let me stir this up. I will just stop sticking. All right, let me add the tomatoes. All right. Okay. Okay, there it is. All right, now you see it, right? You see it has sweated enough. So what I'm adding to it is the tomatoes. Stir this around for a while, let it cook for a while, and then I'm going to add the shrimp. But before I add the shrimp, I have to add tomato paste. All right. Alrighty, now let's get this right. There you go. So, I really enjoyed it, working there, and I really enjoyed learning from them. But I moved on to Denny's, and I thought Denny's was going to hire me as a chef and was going to teach me how to cook different dishes. That's what I was expecting from Denny's. Denny's hired me as a waitress. Oh, where is that tomato paste? That is amazing. Oh my God, that is amazing. Because I had that tomato paste ready. But Denny's hired me as oh, sorry. Okay. Denny's hired me as a waitress. I was like, well, I want to be a chef. I want to be a cook. I want to go back there. And the lady that hired me said no. Oh, here it is. The lady that hired me said no, no, no. We need somebody to wait tables. And so I ended up being a waitress. I thought I was going to go on to be a chef, but I ended up being a waitress. So I waited tables at Denny's for 5 years, 5 or 6 years. And I don't know how long it was, on and off, because I had other jobs. But that was my main job. And that was a job I returned back to. Denny's, yeah. So I'm adding water and tomato paste. Denny's was the job I kept returning back to. Okay. So I'm adding water and tomato paste. Let me set this up. All right. Put the cap on this. Oh Lord, that smells so beautiful, and it looks beautiful too. And it looks and smells and most likely tastes just as good as it looks. But let's stir this tomato paste around for a while. So I'm going to taste it in a little bit to see what it tastes like. So I'm going to let this cook. But I'm going to taste it too. Alrighty now. Alright, can you flip it? Alright, there you go. Okay. I got it right. Okay, so I got the job at Denny's. I worked there off and on for about 7 or 8 years. And then I worked other jobs in between working that job at Denny's. Oh, wow. Yes, I did. I worked other jobs. In between working that job at Denny's. Yep. I think I can add a little bit of adobe in here. I think some basil and oregano, but I need more salt. That's enough of that. Enough of those seasoned salts and stuff. And I'm going to add some more of that. Well, I worked at Denny's on and off after I left there for about 5 years. I worked at Denny's on and off for about 5 years. Oh, I got this one backwards. Oh, what in the world? Oh, shoot. That's okay. On and off for about 5 years. Well, I'm just standing here cooking with my shirt on backwards, with my top on backwards. And so, after I worked there for about 5 years, I started nursing. That is a jump. from the kitchen to nursing is usually not done at all. That was a jump. Now when the shrimp get in here, it's gonna cook fast. Okay, let me take this tea off because this tea. Well, anyway, that was a jump. My jacket was on backwards. That was a jump from that to that. But in between there, I wanted to open up a restaurant. I didn't even think about opening up a restaurant until my brother opened up a club. And I kept saying, well, Mom, I don't want to open a restaurant. She said, Darlene, go in that kitchen and just cook food. And you just cook food and serve it, and then whatever you make, you know, we'll give it to you. Oh, Lord. All those I can't. I remember I walked by this restaurant. It was in Pella's Village. And it had everything you needed. Everything. It had stove. All you needed was pots, pans, and food. And I went to see how much it cost to rent that kitchen. And the man said $600 a month. And that is the thing about mental illness. I was running around talking about, I can't do that. I can't open. And it was a fully equipped kitchen. It didn't need anything. You didn't need a stove. You didn't need anything. And then the opportunity, when my brother had that restaurant, and well, my brother didn't exactly say, you can come here and cook. He came up with his own thing he was doing. He was serving some kind of sub sandwiches. I said, I recommend he go get a meat cutter. Because he was just cut these big chunks of meat. I said, go get a meat cutter and just slice it. You know, a slicer. But I saw all that missed opportunity of the past. Would I open up a restaurant now? No. No way. Alrighty now. I think I got everything in here. Let me taste it again. It's okay. Let me put my shrimp in here. Shrimp cooks fast. Yeah, a lot of seafood do. It cooks really, really fast. All right. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Peek. Peek look. In the world. There you go. Here's my Creole. And all I'm doing is waiting for my shrimp to cook. And right after my shrimp turn pink, my Creole will be done. Alrighty now. And so, my desire to be a chef went way back. But this, I remember when I was getting ready to go back to school, the first thing I tried to be was a chef. I applied to chef school. But the schools that accepted me, I had to go back and restudy and all of that stuff. And the schools that accepted me were all film schools. I said, when I was young, I was in shop. and I wanted to learn how to sew. And so I was the only girl in shop, me and another girl. And after one semester, I went to learn to sew. I made B's in shop. I made F's in home economics. I ain't doing that no more. Oh, Lord. Because I doodled too much. You know, I doodled. I doodled on my notebook and I just doodled everywhere. And my home ec teacher won't take a nap. Then my notebook wasn't neat. She wasn't taking that. My mama generation is totally different. Not taking that at all. Alrighty, I'm gonna cut this off because really it's done. And what's going on is the seafood is just, it's cooking, bubbling, boiling, cooking. So I'm cutting this stuff off. The tea is done. The tea been bubbling for a while. So I'm going to go off live for a second, and I'm going over there to sit up for my mukbang. Okay. Alrighty, now I don't know if you get all of my head. I might have to just pull the camera up some so you can see at least the top of my head. There you go. There you go. There you go, I pulled it back. Alright, so I have water. I have tea with ginger and lemon. Ginger, lemon, and cinnamon. I have a chocolate homemade mousse. I have my grandmama's, something my grandmama used to make, cucumbers. Cucumbers with salt, pepper, vinegar, water, and salt, pepper, vinegar, water, and a little sweetener. Now, I don't use sugar, but some sweetener is in it. And I have my shrimp Creole. I'm going to put some hot peppers on this and for me to say my blessings. First off, I would like to say, welcome Jesus Christ into my life. You are welcome here, Jesus. You are welcome here. Second, I'd like to say, welcome to my dinner table, people, YouTube, and my subscribers, my 664 subscribers in YouTube, and all of the people who enjoy dinner with me. Welcome. Now this is the mukbang part. Lord, I thank you for this food. I thank you for your goodness, your mercy, your kindness. I thank you for all of your many blessings. I thank you for blessing me to be here today. I thank you for all of my many viewers. Just bless us, take us on in your mighty name. Let us just move with change. And I thank you, Lord. Bless this food, Jesus. All right. Oh, good God, this stuff look good. I need to cook the vegetables more. But it's good. The onions came out right. But I'm going to have a link up there for seafood Creole. I made it with brown rice many years ago. This is my water. This is the drink of life. This is the drink that brings life. So to taste my cucumbers. I made this just before. I don't know if I got it on tape, but I'm gonna look for it. What happened was, before it got through, somebody ate it all. And I made it like this other chef made it. He used dillweed. I just used salt and pepper like Grandma did. Vinegar, salt, and pepper. A little vinegar. I mean, a little sugar. It's good like that too. So, move my tea here, my big mug. This is good. Those shrimp over there still cooking in the pot. A restaurant was my first real job. Julia Childs was my inspiration for cooking. And this Cajun chef that came on 15, I forget his name. I loved him too. My pleasure drink. For Creole. Lord. This stuff is good. Go some on the table, see? You know what? Some people never ate certain foods. Some people it's forbidden for their tribe to eat certain foods. But all you hunter-gatherers out there should try a little seafood. This restaurant sells snails, and before I leave here, I'm gonna try to eat conch. I'm gonna taste it. I don't know why I won't taste squid and octopus. Huh? And want to taste a snail before I do squid and octopus. Right now, this stuff is dripping. Cucumber, salad, cucumber. This is good. tablespoon of water. Let me taste this. I'm not finished this. Even though it's shrimp wrong. Ooh, let me take this with it. It's a little drippy. It don't supposed to be drippy, but it's drippy. This is my eggless, what do I call it? Wow. This is my eggless pudding, you know, that pudding you make with cornstarch and flour. It's so people who are allergic to pudding can eat pudding. Mixed with whipped cream. I gotta get that little mess up on the table. Well, when is the first time I ever made this? I made pudding, I think in my 30s. I made this cream pie. Everybody fell in love with it. Every Christmas they wanted me to make that chocolate cream pie. And this isn't as thick as it was, you know, because I didn't let the whipped cream get thick like it's supposed to. But it's still good. I think I made it in my between my 20s and my 30s. I had this cookbook. The name of the cookbook. Oh, what's the name of the cookbook? Good Housekeeping. One of those housekeeping, I think it was Good Housekeeping. And they had these step-by-step instructions. I was really, really interested in that cookbook. One thing about seafood Creole, you never run out of things in the Creole. Nothing left for vegetables. You never run out of anything in Creole. And Good Housekeeping had this, I think it was a mousse pie. It was a chocolate cream pie. And I wanted to taste an ice cream pie. So this was before I started making ice cream. Whoa, Lord. I was in my 20s. And so I mixed whipped cream and stuff together and put it in a pack press to see if I could come out with a chocolate cream pie. Now this is too runny, but it came out real good. But this is good. I didn't know it was going to be this good. I think I just haven't tasted it in a long time. Yeah, and I made this chocolate cream pie. Well, it was just a chocolate pudding. That's when I learned how to make pudding. And pudding has eggs in it. Egg yolk. And so I made that, and everybody loved it. I love cooking from scratch. And every year, every Christmas, they say, Darlene, you're going to make a chocolate cream pie. Sometimes I say no, but they said, I'm going to make that pie. Guess how they made it? They didn't make it like I did. I made it from scratch. They made it with Jello pudding, and they made the pudding put the pudding on the bottom, and then brought some whipped cream and put it on the top. Not complicated. I'm going to make this from scratch. I always love to cook. But I ended up over here in film because this is my calling. And cooking is like escaping because women cook. It's like escaping. And so I still cook. I love to cook. With sweet potato onions, they work. Creole made with sweet potato onions. I don't know what to say. Lord, I thank you. Oh, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. I'm going to have another scripture. I hope so. I'm glad I got this shirt right. This jacket, because it's awful. Thank you. Like and subscribe to my channel and comment. Comment.